Is your professional life in a slump? Do you need any advice on jumpstarting your career? A new program called EducAid promises to help individuals achieve professional success with a mission to excel, educate, and empower. This program offers extensive training in leadership and communication skills. To tell us how we can turn careers into a success story, Jelson and Hyacinth Capilos of the EducAid program join us now in the studio. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
Hi,
TJ.
thank you for joining us on a
Thank
rainy holiday.
Thank you for having us here as
Thank you
well.
also for inviting
All right.
us.
Well, very interesting concept you guys put together, EducAid. Tell us about how this all started.
Actually, it started in 2008 as a tutorial center
Okay.
because I was pregnant with our first daughter. Then we wanted to earn some more to save up. It was the most logical thing because we didn't we had no capital,
Okay.
no capital needed. So after that, it wasn't we did not push through with it because as first time parents we wanted to concentrate with our daughter.
Okay.
It was only this year that it was revitalized.
All right. And you've changed it. You've tweaked it from your initial target of tutorial services for students. You've gone the big leap. You've gone corporate
Professional
training, right? So
services.
how did that transformation come about?
Okay, as an educator, I get invited to some speaking engagements across the country. So it was my wife's idea, it was Haya's idea to formalize EducAid as a channel through which these invitations would pass through.
Okay. And with your backgrounds, as you said, this business didn't require capital or much
Yes.
investment. I guess just putting up a business name and all that together, no. But from your background alone, your that kumbaga yung puhunan nyo, it was there na, no. You
Yes,
invested
the
in
skills are
your
already
skills. So
there.
where do you come from? What backgrounds you come from originally?
Before I was in the HR profession.
All right.
Until now, actually, I'm still the HR manager for a firm based in Netherlands. And then my husband.
I was with Ateneo before,
Okay.
a college instructor, and right now I'm with Enderon Colleges.
All right.
Apart
okay.
from being a professional speaker.
Okay, cool. By the way, may I add that Haya's work is online. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
we were talking about it before I got on air, so that's pretty cool. So, but given that, you have a flexible schedule as well.
Yes.
That you can still do these trainings.
Yes, but actually, we are hands-on full-time parents with part-time jobs.
That too. Okay. So it's the job that's the part-time,
Yeah.
but the
Yes.
parent is full-time. Okay. But tell us about specifically what you do, how you train your clients, whether are they individuals or are they always a corporate group that businesses and companies hire you?
Yes, we conduct seminars, trainings, and workshops for corporate in-house needs.
Okay.
And then we also conduct public seminars. And then in these seminars, much of the stipend that we receive or the trainers receive are allocated, automatically allocated to subsidize public school teachers and students who would want to attend the seminars for free.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
that's where this comes to play, that the word aid. No?
Aid.
Yes,
Can you
exactly.
explain more about that? Why? I mean, there are a lot of companies out there who do these trainings, and you know they do a good job at it, and they don't feel ashamed of charging their professional fees because they've worked hard in their
Yes.
craft and they've researched and they've trained for that particular field to train people as well. But in this case, there's the tweak in the
Yes.
business as well.
Yes.
You have this advocacy to help
Yes.
people who can't really afford this kind of training.
Yes.
So how did that start out as well?
Because we believe in paying forward. Personally, I am a product of people who my parents have helped before. Actually, a lot of them have helped our first event, which was recently concluded last Saturday.
Okay.
A lot of our sponsors were from friends of family and friends. So we believe in paying forward because I don't think that the blessing should stop in our circle. So we decided that apart from us benefiting from it, others should also benefit from it.
And based from my experience as professional speakers, it entered our minds that why should it be only the financially blessed individuals as well as corporations or companies would be able to avail of such services. That is why we decided to extend it as well to the financially challenged yet worthy beneficiaries as well.
And one thing that interests me is how necessary these trainings are when college graduates enter the corporate world. Would you say that there's a bit of a disconnect between how our college students are fully prepared to enter the workforce? Would you say that they may not have all the skill sets just yet
Just
to enter the
yet.
workforce. I mean, is this like bridging them for that road to success? would you
In
say?
a way, in a way. And
Yeah.
it is not only confined to college students, but to professionals as well.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, last Saturday, we had attendees from different big league companies. And then we also had some senior citizens, as well as participants from Nueva Ecija and
Bacolod.
Bacolod City.
Wow,
Who
okay.
traveled all the
It's
way
pretty
here.
spread out.
Yes.
Okay, but would you say that? But it's not naman putting a knack on, on the weakness of college degrees, that they're not preparing their students well enough, or is it because we see a lot of people who graduate and not actually work in the field that they're trained for? I mean, we
Yes.
see people who take up nursing and they end up going as call center
Call
agents and
center
stuff
agents.
like that. No, maybe
Yes.
I forgot the term that the Department of Labor calls it, but it's just not filling in the slots where the jobs are necessary. So would you say it's that the case also, or there's some cases that they're just really not fully trained and prepared?
Actually, education or knowledge is very different from the skills, and what we're after is training or honing the skills of the
Right.
students. And besides, it is our belief that through our educational system, we are trained for employment. Whereas with the trainings that we provide, for example, the presentation skills, we help the participants discover other avenues for professional and personal development. And one way of doing that is through entrepreneurship, for example,
Okay.
as well as improving their presentation skills for various or different contexts.
I see. Tell us about some of the trainings that you provide. You have a whole list of, it looks like 7 or 8 different
Yes.
platforms that you have as classes or subjects. But how did you formulate these, and what are, I guess if you can highlight a few of them, what are they like, and what can they provide to those who will take them?
Okay. Basically, those are based on my experience and expertise before as a freelance public speaker.
Okay.
And our favorite for perhaps would be the presentation skills training, because that encompasses almost every aspect of your life, whether it be
Okay.
professional as well as personal development.
So this is the one that's called From Conscious to Confident.
From
Confident.
conscious to confident.
Okay, and why do you have that play on words, from conscious to confident?
We actually play with words.
As well as we wanted to highlight the process, that it only starts with the EducAid. We only help them, but ultimately it's up to them to continue what they have learned from the
Okay.
seminar.
And there are others down the line here. One is leadership
Leadership.
strategy, speech writing,
Yes,
how
speech
to read
writing.
body language, career choices. That's interesting, because some kids out there, they graduate college, they say, I'm so sure I want to be this,
Exactly.
and then after 2 years, ayoko na, and they don't know where to go from there, and still it will also depend on the jobs that are available for them. So
Yes.
it's still not really their choice. They end up being hostage to whatever the jobs are available, and for some, their economic status, that they have to help their families, that they
Yes.
may just take the most, the highest paying
What's
jobs as
available,
well.
yes.
Yeah.
But with this particular training that you have, career choices, how do you help out the individuals who take this?
That's finding your passion.
Okay.
This is actually again based on experience. EducAid is actually a combination of both our passions. My passion is actually events management, and his passion is public speaking.
Okay.
So before that, it's not actually related to what we were doing previous to EducAid. We were not doing this. So it's finding your passion also, and we want to impart to those who will be attending that seminar that it's a process also, that to be able to from doing something that you're not required, to doing something that you really love to do.
There's a healthy bunch out there who are already doing these kinds of services, and some of them have big names already,
Exactly.
long experience, a big workforce, a big team. You're a husband and wife team for now.
For now.
But how confident are you that you're barging into this industry, that there's still room for for new players, and specifically with the kind of trainings that you provide? I mean, this is not, I'd say not everybody has the same kind of set
Yeah.
of
Yes.
programs that they can offer, but how confident are you that what you will offer is something different, and that you'll be a viable option as opposed to the bigger and probably even more expensive names out there?
Okay. Perhaps our biggest advantage would be the very, shall we say, affordable rates.
Okay.
The very affordable rates, as well as the fact that we extend help to other financially challenged individuals. I guess that would serve as the perfect impetus for corporations as well as interested parties to avail of our services, knowing for a fact that they would be extending their help to other people as well.
All right. And how much of this EducAid is the aid part. I mean, how much do you focus on that? Of course, as much as possible, you want to focus on getting clients and you know, getting the system rolling. But how much focus do you put in also as well to giving the opportunities to the less fortunate who can't really afford this kind of training? And how do you find them?
Okay. Like in our first event last Saturday, we had about 60 attendees. And then 9 of them are actually from public school, are public school teachers. And so there's about around 10%. Around 10% of what people paid were shared to the
So whatever the 51 people paid for the 9 people.
For the 9, yes. Of the invitations that we sent to the different schools, around 3 responded and sent their representatives.
Okay, all right. And so you reach out straight to the schools, not to the specific individuals, and they're the ones who send those that they feel that could really benefit from the training as well. All right. For those who want to contact you guys, or I guess for those who want to get a glimpse of what you do, how can they find out more, and how can they see how their companies or groups can benefit from you guys?
They can find it. We have a website. It's educaidevents.wordpress.com. And then you can also find us on Facebook. It's as well as Twitter. It's for Facebook it's EducAid, and for Twitter it's EducAid Events.
All right. So the website again, educaidevents.wordpress.com, and all the contact details are there as well, and the explanation of all the courses you offer as well.
Yes.
All right. Thank you for joining us, the husband and wife team, Jelson and Hyacinth Capilos. Thank you so much.
Thank
you for this opportunity as well.
All right. Thanks. All right, folks, we have this news just in. Malacanang confirms Customs Commissioner Angelito Alvarez will be replaced. Deputy Presidential Spokesperson Abigail Valtes says Aquino has already announced that he has found a replacement for Alvarez, but did not identify yet who would take up the post. We will give you more updates as soon as they become available. Coming up, a maid who worked for one of Muammar Gaddafi's sons claims she was tortured. We'll also have our stock market update when we return. This is Dateline Philippines.